After the year that 2020 was, and the way 2021 is beginning, the division, the separation, lockdowns, the virus, rule breakers and rule makers, we need something new, something just for us, something that will give us insight like never before. What I'm talking about won't just benefit you. It has the potential to benefit every single person that you come in contact with. It's that powerful. And the window of opportunity is small. If we don't catch it soon, we're going to have to wait another year, something I'm not willing to do. For once, we don't have to wait very long because the opening happens on January 21st, 2021, and everyone is welcome. You're probably wondering what I'm talking about. Well, here it is. For the span of a full year, we will journey through the human design mandala, following the path of the sun. For just over 5 days, the sun transits each gate of the human design mandala. And when it does, it gives us powerful information that is unique to every single one of us. And no matter what your type, no matter what your authority, profile, or anything else, it will give you information that is uniquely made for you. The bottom line is, following the sun can give us a chance to discover what it feels like when our hanging gates meet their match and a channel is formed. It can help us understand when an undefined gate gets activated by a transit. It can show us what it feels like to have emotional definition when that's not our usual configuration. The sun will interact with other planets along the way, making the transits of the sun different every single year because the outer planets are always changing. Even so, we might find answers to questions like, what does sacral definition feel like when you're a manifestor or a projector? And if you're a reflector, is it possible to feel the transits of the sun like you do the moon? And if you're a generator type, what does it feel like when you get a motor connected to your throat? And if you're a manifesting generator, how does it feel when your splits are connected? These are just a few of the questions that we can have answered when we go around the mandala. And I want to be honest, this isn't my idea. Ra Uru, the founder of Human Design, himself talked about the benefits of going through a moon cycle to discover how it makes you feel, how it makes you think, and a multitude of things. In fact, that's how he learned so much about his own body graph and really about human design in general. But since the moon moves so fast, the sun will give us even more time to really kind of connect with the energy so we know what we're dealing with. The sun and earth are responsible for 70% of all the neutrinos or stardust that is showering us every second of our lives. So its impact on us shouldn't be ignored. And although the earth is impactful as well, our focus is going to be on the sun because if there are too many moving parts, it'll be difficult to sort of hone in and discover exactly what we're feeling and understand how it's impacting us. And depending on this experiment, maybe next year we'll try and go around the mandala and connect with the earth. I can't imagine a better way to get in touch with ourselves than to have insight into why we do the things we do. I've been working with human design, the gates, and all parts of it for quite a few years. So everywhere I look, I see the mandala of life, and I want you to see it too. Because the kind of information you can learn from it is something that can change not only your life, but the lives of everyone you connect with. The commitment is personal. You can be an active participant or a casual watcher. There are no rules. And don't worry, you can start late if you can't start right away. But keep in mind, if you want to track all the energy of the whole mandala, starting at the beginning works best. How it's going to run is that every week I will upload a video that talks about the gate the sun is transiting. I'll post a video a few days before the sun actually hits that gate because that'll give you a heads up and time to listen to the video and be aware and maybe even journal so that you can get in touch with the energy. And if I've already made content about the gate, I'll link that in the description so that if you want even more information, you can have it. I'll also be using the YouTube community tab to add any comments or things that I think you need to know. The community tab will also be a place where you can leave questions and comments, and I'll always answer them. I'm not going to start a Facebook group because I don't want to force anyone to join Facebook so they can be involved. And based on what's happening in the world, I might do an extra video really just to talk about what's happening in the world and how we can connect it with the energy of the gate. This way, you're going to learn so much about the gates that it will be just part of your regular everyday vocabulary. I'll also be posting the transits for the next few days every week on my website, denisematthew.com, and also in the community tab, so you can track the transits yourself if you want to know exactly when the energy will be changing, as well as what lines the sun will be in. Any other details that you might want to have will be there in the transits. What I am proposing is an experiment, one that's for you, about you, and one more way to get in touch with your own energy. And if getting to know who you are interests you, then please join me in the experiment with the human design mandala of life. Just think about it. By the end of the year, everyone will have access to information about their own personality sun. Not to mention that you'll also have information about all the other gates in the human design mandala. This is a huge commitment on my part, one that I'm ready and willing to take on. So please join me. Let's go shoulder to shoulder in the trenches of what it's like to be alive and to discover more about who we are. Because like I say over and again, when we really get in touch with who we are, life just gets easier. Thanks for watching. Take care, and I'll see you again soon.